My name's Philip Bone. I'm 31 years old. I think I was born in LA, but just it's just for some reason was driven all the way down to Ukraine to an orphanage when there was one here in LA, so it's kind of weird. So and it kind of explains sort of the abuse, that all of a sudden happened when they got to the broken-in home, So yeah, I started living I think I was born in LA. Had a rough childhood. Just growing up, I've lived in a life of anger management, sort of mostly just a way of coping and sort of dealing with just emotional kind of setup sort of things most of my life I've been through residential treatments and psychological sort of help for this sort of thing. Then on and off, lived with my parents back and forth, and then just kept ending back into the residential treatments. I remember when I was 5, being driven all the way down to Ukraine to the freaking orphanage. That was the most scariest sort of thing. Dealt with the abuse and sort of neglect sort of issues. And then I was adopted at age 5. Or no, 5 or 6. Moved to Virginia. Then for a year after that, moved to Utah. And then foster care was the next thing after struggling with my parents back and forth through the residential treatments, and then it ended up on the streets, and I moved down to California just to be a little bit warmer, so I'm not in the snow. And for the moment, I'm working on housing with the provided care that I don't know if I would change anything. It's a bit of a portion of a good coping skills and sort of freaking things that I keep in mind. I've once thought like that before, but then I've learned to agree and accept it in a way I can't go without it. So I mean, this is just one of those kind of things. You learn these kind of things and learn about religion and all this kind of things. It's sort of a wait, this is just a struggle or a sort of freaking an accomplishment, sort of with knowledge and sort of practice. So, and it was about at the times where I would start growing up and maturing, and just things would just get a little bit extra worse, with this sort of puberty and whatever, and sort of it was actually the most difficult part, to be quite honest, with growing up. I mean, with girls and sort of freaking bullies in school, it was just the most difficult swing and turn of everything. Parents decided it was too much for them to keep on going. My dad retired, and so my mom and my dad stayed together, and had to go about my separate way. And I still love them, and they still care about me. And that's the important part. It's just whatever was going through our life was just a little bit strong. So, and it would merge into school and sort of everything else. So I guess my biggest goal and conquest is like sort of like to figure out these mental challenges and like just to find some resources that can help me understand it. So just to find stability, I guess. Yeah. I was at the age of 5 when I went to the Ukraine, like really strict and really like a sort of different, I guess, like their rules were like really really sloppy, I guess, the rules, and sort of like the living situation, I guess. They had like all age groups like of kids, like just different like dorms. They'd have the adoptions like at the in the mornings, like throughout the week, and we'd practice riding bicycles like sometimes in the morning, and throughout the day it's just a little bit of school, sort of learning, sort of like a little bit here and there, and then like most of the day, I guess we have like our own structure time to just find something to do, like, and sort of we'd go outside on the occasion just to run around and get our energy out. Yeah, I guess that all they really do is like look out for us and sort of like keep track of us, and they don't really have much of a close like connection to us, but yeah. So throughout my life, I guess I like ran into a whole lot of like questions as to like I guess I just like followed my flashbacks, I guess, is why I came back to LA, like just realizing like it was just like something similar to freaking something that was, it was like a feeling of just like something that was catching on, and sort of like I started to piece my life together like in certain like clues, and then I started hearing voices in my head, which I've never really heard ever, like, but then I realized I finally like found my like a hometown, I guess, in a way, like for like a very short time that I was all the way driven to like to the Ukraine, like I guess to and I'm guessing that this is like where it all started, like Silver Lake. So they're more curious, I guess, to just like wondering like what and a little bit of how. I mean, it's more of just like concern, or sort of like just like curiosity of just I like it here in LA. I like it here in LA, like where I'm able to understand things a little bit, like where if anything like is like putting things together, it just like makes it a little bit easier. It's like a stability, kind of like a like ensures like sort of like how our mind sort of like connects to certain goals or freaking ambitions that we rely upon something stable, or something that meets our needs, to our questions, or just like how insecure we feel to certain things, and I guess it's just like a whole thing of just like wanting like a certain kind of like good expectations or good outcomes of anything. I guess it's not really goals are like really set in place, or just like we just gotta like figure out what helps stop the bug in our mind, I guess. So to our flashbacks and to our personal kind of connections to the past or the present. Yeah, it definitely at the start. Yeah, when I don't know anything, like, and just coming back. It was like with people, like almost as if like trying to like protect their sort of like a lifestyle or their um, place where they reside. Definitely had to get a little bit of used to it. So, but to communicate things and sort of like be able to like speak about how we feel, or just like to what seems to matter the most in those kind of situations, it kind of really helps just to be like in like giving our awareness, or just like it's just like we if we want to be safe, like, and we want to be like outward spoken to protect ourselves. I guess we gotta like believe in like something good to like, and a little bit of research and everything else, like just to doesn't hurt. So I guess it's like not easy, like starting from scratch and sort of like having to like do everything but I believe God is real, and sort of like it's a good sort of a thing to like, if anything, it's like the only thing to really like and try and consider to like start in our life, is just to, I guess, search, ponder, and pray, I guess, and then that's mainly the kind of thing that really like made anything possible. Like when growing up with my parents, I mean, like prayer was like a key sort of like a fundamental, and to live a sort of like a reasonable enough sort of like a life, I guess, by just wanting to be good. I mean, like, but yeah, like it's definitely a challenge, and sort of like it's definitely like if we want to accomplish anything, it's really got to put a lot of time and sort of like a lot of effort, a lot of mistakes, a lot of mess ups. I mean, like, because it's like getting used to our own environment, like, and just like breaking into the sort of like the feel of what we got, I guess, experience. I mean, it's really not just easy to say that all in one, but I guess it's what keeps it safe. So I've lived on the streets for 11 years, about 11, 12 years. Just to finish my housing, start dating, and sort of like get my life retracked back to but the experience was really definitely like a really necessary, because in order to have those kind of goals, I mean, like, I'd have to just like deal with a whole lot of like hardships. So